Hi, welcome to today. I am Dan, and I'm your tech guy. Hi, I'm Dan, your tech guy. Dan is my tech guy. Hey, today I'm going to tell you how to make your computer faster. And when we're done today, you'll know how to be able to do it on your own every time, no problem. Whether you're a senior citizen like me or you're a young buck, sometimes we forget to optimize our system. And we don't optimize our system, it slows down, and it slows down a little at a time, and we hardly notice it until one day we click on something and there's a considerable lag. Today I'm going to show you how to do it. You already probably know how to do it. You've heard these words. Defrag. We want to defragment our drive. Our drive gets defrag really is very, very easy. And I'm going to show you how to do it. But in the meantime, I'm going to tell you how to manipulate or get around all of our windows. When you have a window, when you have a video, this is a video right here. When it comes up around the bottom, there is some sort of trail line that shows you where you are in the video. At any time, you can pause the video. Just find the little pause button. It can be anywhere. It could be in the middle. It could be in any place. But it looks the same as it does on any of your devices. The two little sideways equal signs. Just pause the video. And you can always back up a little bit, a lot, or start over. I'm there at your convenience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you decide how fast or how slow we go. I tend to talk fast, but if I'm not going fast enough, you can go ahead 5-10 seconds at a time and jump forward. If I'm going too fast, you can go back 5-10 seconds or all the way to the beginning. It's very, very simple. So let's get started for today. Today you go down to the left bottom part of your screen. You type in here very simply, defrag, D-E-F-R-A-G. It'll come up. It'll show you the program that you've probably seen before. It's already on your computer. It's built into it. This is the optimization window. It comes up and shows you what drives you have on your computer. Once you know what drives are on there, you can decide which ones you want to defragment. Always defrag all your drives. I have a solid state drive that it's pretty hard for it to get really fragmented, but there does get spots in it that we need to get that information in a straight line. They call that contiguous order. My D drive is a terabyte drive, and it gets tore up because I download pictures and delete pictures and download programs and install programs and delete them to show people how to run them. It leaves lots of holes. Think of your computer as a CD, and it puts that information, it plugs it in, it keeps writing it in kind of like on carbon, like an old tape, and then when you take it out, it leaves these holes. What defragmentation does is once you click on here where it says optimize, it goes and analyzes the drive. That's why we never click analyze. It's going to analyze it anyway. So we can get ready. We click that optimization or optimize. When you click optimize, again, it's going to go and it's going to look at the drive for you. Look at this. It says that this drive is 0% fragmented. Anytime it's under 50%, it's always going to tell you not to do it. That's a lie you don't want to ever believe. Every time you go in there, you want to click optimize. You see it's going to go through. It's analyzing, taking a look, going all through it. It's defragging the drive. So by how long those two processes take tells you how fragmented your drive was. As you can see, it's moving. Like I said, it's moving information from here to here to here. So it's in one contiguous line. So it gets to it faster, and that makes your life better. We want to make sure we leave our computer on 24 hours a day. And here's why. You've never walked over to your light switch, flipped it on, and nothing there. Generally what happens, you flip it on, and if the bulb's old, it blows, a big bright thing, and you know the light has blown. And that's generally what happens with all electronics. There's very thin wires, filaments they call them, and those wires heat up and cool down and heat up and cool down. Think of a hanger. If you wanted to break one, you keep moving it until you get it so hot that it becomes fragile, and then it's easy to break. Same thing happens with your electronics. If you leave them on, listen to what I said, if you leave them on, there's a longer period of time that they work. Actually, your computer and those type of things will last longer. Think of a fluorescent light. Fluorescent light, when the filament thing is going bad, the starter, so to speak, that little round thing, you flip it until it finally comes on. If you leave that light on, it'll stay on forever. If you turn it off, sooner or later, that little starter goes out. Your computer will last longer if you leave it on. It's like a 65 watt light bulb, the biggest power supply I've ever seen. 2 to 3 cents a day to make it operate, make your life better because everything's faster. So I went through it, defragged that whole drive. It took a little while, so it was pretty fragmented. So I'm going to talk now about optimizing our drives. So I'm going to go in here and we're going to set up a schedule. When we click change settings, it brings us here. It's usually set at weekly. I'm changing it to daily now. We're going to run on a schedule, recommended. If we leave it on, it'll work. We go in and click which drives that we want to set up, and we want to select all, because if we want all of our drive, we don't want one drive slow and another drive quick, right? We want to select all. Once we select it, it brings us back to here. This is where we chose those drives. See this little button right across here? Increase task priority if 3 consecutive runs are missed. That means if you accidentally turned it off, you forgot and turned it off, or you just turned it off, or you're doing something and it misses going and defragging your drive 3 times in a row, when you turn on your computer, it will notice that, and instead of letting you run slow for that day, it will defrag your drives first. It'll still let you do what you're doing, but it'll make it the highest priority. As you can see, even a heavily fragmented drive only takes a minute to a few minutes for it to get done, so it's really not going to stop your work, and it's going to make your work for the rest of that day faster. So that's how you defrag your drive. You want to do it daily. You want to do it automatic. You want to set it up so that it works for you on your time. You don't even need Dan as your tech guy, but keep me around because sometimes I'm useful for some reason. Tell everybody, Dan is my tech guy. And we'll see you on the next tech tip here on Dan is my tech guy. Here on Dan is my tech guy channel on YouTube.